Hey guys, just a couple of pointers for Bloodborne Horror Mythic, and then we'll see Method playing it in action and seeing the stuff we could learn from there. First things first is beam etiquette. Whenever there's a beam happening, never lag behind. Always go in front, especially melees, because we have a lot of melees in this comp, and you really have to watch out. Melees go ahead so you can easily spread out when the Mythic mechanic is happening during the beam. Ranged and healers, same thing. Try not to lag behind all of you. Try to spread out and leave the healers in the middle if possible. Second point is while the frontal is happening, if you're far away, you want to run to the tanks. The tanks are not going to move. They're going to stand still. The Mythic mechanic overlaps with the frontal. You can easily stay out. Do the Mythic mechanic if it's very crowded, like let's say this melee. They can stay out, drop it, and then come back in and hit the frontal. There's like 1-2 seconds until the frontal resolves after you drop your Mythic mechanic. In phase 1, or the first time we play the fight, and the first time before we go out and then back in again, there are two scenarios, either lefty-loosey or righty-tighty. And I have to come up with cringe names, sorry, but lefty-loosey means the big clump of ads is in the middle and then the solo ad is on the left. And if this happens, you deal with it differently. Righty-tighty is the easy version, and this is very easy to deal with. First things first is, if this happens, the moment you guys go down, you need to run to ad number 1 and kill it. Some guilds, Method, they split their players, but I'm not really comfortable with that. We'll have to see how it goes. We can send the melees, keep the ranged here, nuking the ads, and then switching with them, maybe. But the general idea is, as soon as we go down, tank kicks the ad, moves it to number 1, and we nuke number 1. Ignore this. The tank ad is low prio. You nuke number 1, cleave the tank ad, and then the tank ad comes here, you nuke number 2 and 3, and then cleave the tank ad. That's it. That's lefty-loosey. The beam will start here, so you have enough time to kill these until the beam reaches you guys. That's plenty of time. You want to spread out in case the Mythic mechanic happens. This is where the tough thing is. Righty-tighty is very, very easy. What you do is you all go down to the same place, kill 1 and 2 together, and then run to 3 and kill it. We will implement something with mage and monk. Whenever this happens, we can send the mage and monk far with Ring of Frost, Ring of Peace, Frost Nova, leg sweep. They can help with that. I don't think it's needed in phase 1, but in phase 2, once we come back, there's a new scenario. It's called the Modsat. One will spawn on top of us, and the other is always to the opposite. Or we will run to the one with the big clump, and then the other is on the opposite side. And what's going to happen here is that we'll have a mage and a monk, one in each team. They're not going to be in the same team. They will run ahead, nuke the ad, Ring of Peace, leg sweep, and then Transcendence back in the beam, or blink back. And that's generally it. The tank will kick the tank ad. All you have to do is nuke number 1, 2, 3, and while you're doing that, you cleave the other ad. We'll watch Method in action now.
Yeah, but you can just go after.
Let's go full screen. Okay, so this is them going down first time. Mythic mechanic, they're spreading out, and they go down. This is lefty-loosey, if you see here, yeah?
Go in, clear the ads, tentacles.
They split up the DPS, they nuke that ad, and here. Notice how they're gonna go out with like 3... They're gonna kill the ads in the last 2-3 seconds, basically. So even with all of their gear, they're still missing. This is scary, guys. This is very scary.
We're gonna make us fully switch sides, so...
This is during Bloodless and Potions. The next ones won't be like this, basically. The next one is righty-tighty. So you go down, very easy. You kill the clump you're in.
Make sure we get some CC on any horrors coming from the farm.
This is where you would send the monk or mage. They just go there, Frost Nova, Ring of Frost. And you can send your Touch of Magi or Image on this guy, basically. You kill it, very easy. Just, again, always spread out. Watch out for that, move out. And notice how the beam was literally behind them, so they have to move ahead with this. They go out. I'm just going to skip through because we don't need to see this. This is not a good POV of the Modsat. We're going to get a good POV now with the priest. One sec. Here. So look at this now. He goes down, and there's another ad opposite of them. Yeah, the other ad is opposite of them. They're nuking these, and they're sending already, I think it's Fragrance, or not Fragrance, someone else is going ahead just to CC and slow the mobs down. They're always killing the stationary ad, yeah, not the tank ad. You kill it and then you move. They're moving. This is where the mage would blink back to us. Frost Nova, Ring of Frost, and blast the ad. Yeah, that's it for it mostly. Just spread out better, and when the front is happening, make sure you're in it, and that's mostly it for the boss.